A schema is a structured framework or a blueprint that defines the organization, structure, and relationships of data within a database. Basically, in a database, we have multiple tables with the relevant data, right? Uh, we might require to connect these tables or join these tables, right? To make them structured and organized, correct? So this is a very this is possible with the help of schemas, right? So we establish schemas to make them related or joined and structured, correct? So if you don't know about the data modeling, what are dimension tables and fact tables, so you can go back to the previous tutorials and get it done, because they will be required in learning or understanding the concept of schema. So here we have multiple kind of schemas, but we will be learning star schema and snowflake schema because they are the widely or the mostly used schemas or established schemas in Power BI, correct? So continuing with the star schema, in a star schema we have one fact table which acts as a central table, and this fact table is connected with multiple dimension tables, correct? So the scenario here is, in dimension tables, we have primary keys. There is one column as primary key. Primary key means the column with unique values and no blank values. Correct? It cannot handle null values or blank values or the duplicate values. So these dimension tables have these primary keys, and these primary keys are available in fact table also. But the, the column which is acting as primary key in dimension tables is not the primary key in fact table. Those columns may contain the duplicates or null values in fact table. So let us see the example of star schema. Here we have this fact transactions as the a central table, right, or the fact table. This table is connected with the dimension transactions table with a common column as transaction ID, correct? So this transaction ID is primary key in dim transactions, right? So in dim users, we have user ID which is connected with user ID from transaction fact transactions, right? So this user ID in dim users is the primary key. Dim merchant, so this dim merchant, from this dim merchant id is primary key and is connected to merchant id only in fact transactions, right? Similarly, account id and transaction date from dim accounts and dim dates are connected with account id and merchant id, sorry, account id and transaction date from facts table, correct? Fact transaction table. So this way our schema sets up. We call it star schema because we have facts table as a central table, and these are connected with dimensions table, making the structure of a star like structure. That's why we call it as star schema. Proceeding further with snowflake schema. So here also similar to the star schema, we have a central table, correct? Just like the central table, we have uh, we this central table is connected with multiple dimensions table, right? The same as the star schema. Now these dimension tables can be connected with multiple dimension tables, right? Just like this dimension table is connected to two more dimension tables. This dimension table is connected with one more, and this is connected with one more. So this way multiple dimension tables can be connected with multiple more dimension tables. So the difference between the snowflake schema and the star schema is, so in terms of query performance, star schema performs better because there are limited number of joins, correct? And uh, there are like a few number of joins and few number of tables are connected with it, right? So to make your report performance better and your database performance better, just go with your star schema, right? Because in snowflake schema you will see we have more number of joins, which makes your query run slower than the star schema, right? So these are two types of schemas here.